Alrighty, hello and welcome back to the Eclipse Cast, or whatever I name it. So this should be the second video you're seeing, unless I have done something out of nowhere. First one went up, actually posted it. Okay, so this should be the second one you guys are seeing, and it is not Eclipse After Dark now. I guess we're gonna get that out the way first. Eclipse After Dark was supposed to be my second video, but I'm ultimately trying to decide what it actually. I know it's supposed to be horror based. Eventually, I thought, I was gonna do the same thing I did with the normal videos, just ramble on about some random horror shit. And I was kind of thinking, what do I do? Do I talk about random cryptids? Because I wanted to stay away from because originally what I wanted to do was narrate horror, but it doesn't really fit with the car kind of aesthetic. And I was like, I might talk about random stuff that is horror related. I go, yes, I can. And then, just talk about stuff horror related. I was like, do I talk about my own favorite? So I was trying to think of stuff to talk about for the first episode. And I guess for some things, I could just sit there, pick the topic and ramble on. But I was like, I don't know. And then I thought about it. I was like, okay, well, I live in Rome now. Why don't I look around for urban legends that were gonna be? I don't know. I'm struggling to speak. Right, paying attention to Rome. I was like, so why don't I just get urban legends that are based in Rome? That'd be perfect. So I started doing research. I'm like I can get to these places. So I could go to these places and do more. So then I was kind of thinking, do I do? And then no, because ultimately I was like, does Eclipse After Dark really fit the car aesthetic? I mean, the setup itself was already going to be an issue because of lighting and everything. Not like you really the visuals really matter for this. How I'm doing it now. I was like, do I do a sit down? Do I do there's a cemetery, which I'm blanking on the name right now. It's haunted. I could go there and then film some stuff there and do a cut. So I'm ultimately trying to decide, do I want to do talking stuff or more like a documentary type? Almost, cut back and forth between that. And I was like, it might be good. I'm still debating if that's what I want to do, or I will just take random comment or random topics and then just ramble like I do about everything else for day one. But I feel like the actually getting footage of it would make it more distinct from this normal show, where I'm just sitting there. Well, the normal podcast where I am just sitting here rambling. So I was like, yeah, that might be a better thing. So I'm going to do some more research into that. Because the other problem is, obviously, if I'm doing it on Rome, I can't just go there. And then another thing, I was like, oh, when I was thinking of urban legends, I was like, if I do Rome first, because I live here now, and also just the different places I've lived and been to, I can do about them too. Which would also for the most part, a good bit of them are in Georgia. Obviously, you have the outliers being Portland, but I could do a special if I ever went back up home. I could do that then, and then just have my little. Let's make sure my mic's a little touch. I can then do that then. So that it's a little close. Little close. Okay, we're still good. All right. So I was thinking that could be what I do for this series. I just talk about your top 5 cryptids. I might do a mix. If I have a real life thing, it'll be a special. And then I'll have my normal ones where I just talk about things. Because not everything, because if I do all the town things, that's only going to last a certain bit. And also does take a lot more effort than research. But that's only going to, let's say I blow through all the past couple of towns I've lived in. Then what? I guess I can, I'm like, do I do surrounding towns? Do I do other things? Because, like, I'm doing something about, like, fucking Siberia. I'm not going, ooh, shit, bro, just hit a fucking wheelie. That was sick as fuck. That was sick as fuck. Okay. That was cool as hell. Just off the, it wasn't even off the fucking, just fucking little pop, little really little thing. Bro's got the fucking sauce. Okay. I'm noticing other people are riding. I wonder if they're riding with him and he's stunting on them. There are a couple cars in between. Okay. Fucking. Yeah, I'm very scatterbrained. That's kind of why this format works for me. Because I can't just ramble on and it'd be called content versus my other shit. Okay, so yeah, back to that. It's like, if I'm doing something on fucking Siberia, I'm not going there. Anything. I'm not fucking. As cool as Russia looks, I'd fucking. All the places and different things. And some of the people are really cool. But their leadership is a little not going anywhere while Putin's there. And even if, let's say, someone takes his ass out, then I'm probably still not going because the political landscape is going to be shaky. Yeah, look at me talking about fucking geopolitical state of a place I will literally never visit. Literally never visit. But yeah, so that's my whole thing. So I guess I'm going to see. I feel like the Rome one, I'm as like, because it is October, maybe I'll do this as a special, like because it's Halloween season. I could drop it on Halloween too, which is coming up, so I'd have to do it and start recording clips soon. But I can access most of the places I want to go. The only thing that might be an issue is Old Rome, which I'm not going to get too much into because I might make this a thing, and therefore, getting over. That was strange. Ignore that. My end of making this a whole thing. So that, until I really figure that out, it's probably not going to come. That I can do the random podcast. There's the normal podcast because I can't think of random things enough to like actually get me. To actually get it through, and then I can just also talk about like fucking not current events, but like current like internet topics and stuff. Things more in my realm. It's current events. It's politics, and yeah, you ain't catching my ass on that. What the fuck are you doing? Are you so fucking close, asshole? Thank you. Get your ass back. I'm not speeding up. Fuck you. I'm going my own pace. Well, yeah, so I can. So I guess we'll see. I'm gonna try to like get that made. I guess I will look into it more. But yeah, no. Also, like just like setting up a camera, sitting my butt down, and then talking about like doing like voiceovers and stuff. More like documentary-esque might be better for that kind of thing. Because no, it just might fit more, and it'll also be really fun to explore things like that in that context. And also give me like that'll also do like fulfill the like real life content part. Because as much as a vlog would be cool, I don't do much honestly. I really fucking don't. I'm not super boring, but even the stuff I do, yes, my brain. Hey, fuck you guys. My brain is technically not fully developed until another 2 years, so I can still laugh at the joke, and I will. But yeah, so that'll like stuff I do is few and far between. I don't do too much too often. I do one like outing a month. I mean, I work at a restaurant, and so getting like a weekend off to go do some fuck shit is somewhat difficult. Not really that difficult, but yeah, I mean, you got to get it in advance, and also everybody wants them. A good bit of them the current space is taken. Yeah. So, that's the whole situation with Eclipse After Dark. So yeah, it'll either be that documentary style, maybe again mixed in with like the real life documentary shit when I can't get to a location. Like I might have that. I might do like documentary on like once a month. I don't know. I might not even keep Eclipse After Dark on this channel, depending, because I feel like if I do that whole thing, I might as well give it its own little space, just so it's not blended in with my normal content. So it's a whole thing. Like I mean, it would make sense. Also give me like a fresh start. I haven't made a new channel in a while. Well, I did make one, but I haven't talked about that, and you guys will never see the results of that. You might, just not not anytime soon. But yeah, no, that was just like a thing I was doing. Not even really YouTube related. You might be able to infer what that is. Who knows? Don't care. So yeah, because making its own little channel and making its own thing, but I guess it depends how it goes. Because it might just be me talking. I don't know. Because the thing is, if I find something horror related, realistically, I can just talk about it during the day. I guess the whole night thing was like a different vibe from the normal stuff. But if I find something interesting enough, I will just talk about it. I guess it's the whole thing about a podcast. It doesn't have to be on anything specific. Obviously, I just explained what it was. It's like it doesn't have to be on anything specific, and I could keep it like that. I don't know. It's just the whole thing. Because it was like I had this idea, and then I was like, well, once that you have sat down and thought about it, I was like, yeah, there's so many avenues that I do want it. So many avenues I could take with this. Big ass shut. Could not see it. Yeah, there's different avenues. I don't know. So ultimately, I guess you guys will see, or I'll make I'll most likely just mention it in the next podcast. So expect just normal podcast until then, which they might decrease in frequency, depending on I'm finding topics for everything. It's not like I do a full, depending on how quickly I get to my destination, will determine the length. So I guess yeah. Because I said I don't want to exhaust myself with all topics. But I guess most things will be just randomly and rants, and then those stories and different things, that kind of shit. So I guess it's like a everlasting thing. There's always something to talk about, whether something in real life or my real life, or my, I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to work life. Oh, that would be well. I'm not going to do that now because I've also already gotten a good bit in. But an episode based on like work would actually be interesting. Just talking about like different fucking coworkers and shit I've met. Ooh, best versus worst coworkers. Might actually I'm gonna note that down. That might actually be the next one because that's actually I got a good few stories about some of the people I've worked with. Let's just say they're an interesting cast of characters. As much as I want to talk about it now, I did have something on my mind I want to talk about. Moving away from Eclipse After Dark. That's basically all I have to say on that. All right. So I saw this. Well, there's one of the videos where they read out different Twitter memes and stuff. That's a wee woo, but wee woos ain't on. Ain't here for me. This intersection is. Yeah, flashbacks. Oops, sorry. Forgot I was wearing the mic. Let's readjust it. Okay. So it was one of those videos, which was reading tweets. It was like, and the whole gist of it was basically, I wonder if dogs see police dogs and goes, oh shit, a narc, or oh shit, a cop, or something like that. And that got me thinking, because I know animals are intelligent. I mean, the intelligence of them varies. Dogs are pretty smart, as well as cats. And it was like, how much can they observe about each other that's outside, like, like the police dog, like can a dog look at that and be like, or look at a dog that has a fucking job, like a seeing eye dog, like do they recognize? Like I know they can tell they have leashes or leashes collars. I know they can tell they have collars on because they can feel them. But do they like recognize that other dogs have collars? And obviously, if I walk up with my dog to someone else who has their dog, and like we shake hands, we say hi, so we let the dogs play together. The dog's going to associate now the other dog with me, and maybe the leash and collar, which he also wears. With the and the leash of okay, I've, it's like I have the words, I have the what I want to say in my mind, but I can't get it out. I'm very bad at explaining shit, which you guys definitely know by this point. Fuck, I hate people with the fucking stupid fucking lights. Okay, side tangent. I hate people with their stupid fucking lights. They're like the LEDs. Maybe it is LED. But the ones who have the blue ones, because I see the blue coming over here, and I think it's a cop. Also, the ones with the really fucking bright, I don't know why that's not fucking regulated. They regulate the fucking tint on windows, but you can't regulate the fucking lights, because the amount of time I'll be driving, like you're driving, if someone has their brights, you flash your brights at them, tell them, yo, turn your fucking brights off, you jackass. I can't fucking see. And then they actually do it. When you're already getting hit with fucking daylight, it's bright as fuck. Your eyes are burning, they genuinely hurt from that shit. And then they actually turn on the brights, and it's like the fucking heavens open up and shine their fucking lights, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, why is that fucking legal? There needs to, like, you can't, there's regulations about a bunch of different shit about cars, and you can't do that fucking shit. Especially because some of them are coming fucking new and shit like that. And it's like, there's no way. Like, you need to fucking do that. Because, like, the amount of times it's like, if I were to crash, I feel like if I were, like, to crash because I could, like, blame them. And they have to pay my insurance. Because why is your light that fucking bright? That's a genuine hazard. Why is it allowed? And then, yeah, the fucking blue ones, and they're more purpley. But from certain angles, they appear blue. And I see blue when I'm driving, I think it's the fucking wee-woos. But yeah, no, it's dumb as shit. They need to regulate it. I'm not wanting to be like, yeah, it's regulated, but that genuine needs to. One, because mainly just because it irritates me, but it also is a genuine safety hazard. Like, there's no way you think that's okay. And it's usually on fucking trucks too. Big ass, stupid ass, fucking lifted ass truck. They dropped all this fucking money on subsequent. I don't know this. But yeah, no, they're bright as fuck. Yeah, fucking get different lights. And like, I don't know why the fucking people are allowed to sell them off, but I guess certain vehicles. If the thing is, if they're like their normal shit was their brights, being flashed with it would be annoying. But I can also be like, okay, it's their brights. They'll turn them off. They'll go back to normal, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. But they're like the fact that is their fucking default is like 2 times my fucking brights is a problem. Not okay. It genuinely irks me. That's another one. Just ranting about things that annoy me, which I guess I will sprinkle in. I'm fucking down. Got their hood up. I mean, that's their fucking driveway. Well, if they're just in the middle, it's not the middle of nowhere. It's still coming back. Anyway, back to the actual fucking topic. But yeah, so if they see me, dog, and leash, if I were to take Zero on like a play date with a dog, the dog would see Zero, and because he's always with me, associate him with me. But if he were to see another dog, I wonder if because he saw the dog, which granted I don't know, so fucking most dogs are about as well. I don't know. I think it's all of them. I mean, probably most. They're dumbass dogs, but they're about the intelligence level of a 3-year-old, which a 3-year-old could make associations between certain things. I think I don't. I have to think about the other. But like, so if the dog sees another random dog that's just out, and it sees the collar, I wonder if you're like, okay, if it will assume that that dog has an owner. Or granted, they probably don't think that much. You don't want fucking. I mean, probably the fucking dogs. They probably don't think that much. They just go, oh, other dog. Which brings me to cats. One, because I don't know if they're literally more intelligent, but I assume they seem more intelligent at the very least. So, cats. I wonder if because I have outside cats. I chill out I guess as a YouTuber I watch called there's three classes of cats. There are house cats, there are outside cats, and then there are stray cats. So my cats are outside. They don't have collars, mainly because they roam around. If I had an inside cat, it'd probably have a collar because it wouldn't be used to the outside, so it might get lost or something. My cats, they roam all around like the general vicinity of the neighborhood. They come right back. It hasn't been an issue, so I don't typically worry about it. Plus, cats are notorious for ditching collars, which some of them manage to keep them on. But every collar I've ever put on a cat has ended up off. I have never been able to keep a collar on a fucking cat. So it's like that's another thing that kind of led me down this rabbit hole. So kind of like if my cat or you see like a house cat gets up, is on the streets. Let's say it's like a city, goes down an alley. There's stray cats. I wonder if there's obviously I know they can identify by scent. So I wonder if they'll so will they go look at that cat, smell it, see that it doesn't smell like fucking shit, and then it's like, okay, yeah, you don't belong here. Like, and smell isn't one way, but I also the collars. It's my theory though. Like, what if cats ditch collars? Because cats do, like even house cats, some of them, they'll get out the house and leads me to another video I fucking watched. This dog was talking about how his cat code switched. Like when a cat or how that cat's do that? They'll code switch and act like they're rugged and shit when they're fucking sitting there pampered. Some of them won't. So it's like my theory, like, do they fucking ditch their collars because other cats can see that and be like, yo, this is a house cat, let's get him. Like, it'd be like, let's say like fucking preppy ass fucking rich suburban kid goes into like the hood or something, or like some fucking rundown trailer park or slum or some shit. Are they gonna be fucking I wonder if the cats are like, yeah, Mr. fucking Whiskers, you don't fucking belong here. I see you with your fucking unmatted fur, your fucking full ass belly and shit. Yeah, you don't belong. Because I know they're territorial. That's why they piss everywhere and shit. Which is probably the thing. But the collars is the main thing. It's like, is that why they ditch them? Because like they don't want you to know. Want other cats to know that they're like a house cat because it makes them seem like an easier mark. Like if you're you're not gonna walk around a sketchy area with a fucking Rolex or like an expensive fucking item because you know it's gonna get jacked. Is that why they ditch the collars? So they know it's like, is it less? Do other cats can recognize that? And it's like, are they less likely to get attacked? Most likely, it's not. It's mostly completely based on smell, and they don't put this much thought into it. But it's like that'd be really interesting if they did that, and that's why. Because it just makes me wonder how much animals actually recognize about them and their surroundings. Like if there's another thing I was thinking about in this not super similar vein, but somewhat similar vein, like how there'll be a bug on your car and you'll go somewhere else. It's like obviously everything's like if someone were to fucking grab me, drop me in a random ass area, I'm not gonna know what the fuck's going on. But I can probably grasp the general the city. Like I could look at fucking street signs, figure out where I am, use my phone, get back home. But for bugs, at what distance? I wonder. Obviously, because they're small. At what distance? But I don't know. Some animals can track over great distances, but for a bug, it's not going to be that far. I guess for any animal, really. Mainly for bugs though, because at what distance do they like completely lose their shit? Because like that's when I lived close to work. When I lived close to work at my parents' house, there's like a I think there's a grasshopper on like my little fucking moped bike thing. It didn't look like a moped, but it was basically it had the engine of 150cc bike. It's a good thing. Don't got it no more. Sold it because I moved. Anyway, like a grasshopper was like stayed on the whole ride, and like, and then it hopped off at work, and it's like, okay, you're completely out of your like little zone. Like you've left your general terrain. Clear. I wonder like what their thought process is. I wonder if they're like, oh fuck, like, shit. I mean, obviously most things when they're in there, you're not gonna smell anything familiar. You're not gonna see anything familiar. Nothing like that. You're probably gonna recognize that you're not where you're supposed to be. But I wonder, again, because they're small. Like if I take a fucking ant a foot away from the hill, it might be like a mile for him. Also, I want to know like in bug terms, like what a foot would be. Is a foot a mile or shit like that? I feel like nah, not a foot. Foot's too fucking small. Well, I wonder what distances would like correlate to like the smaller size. But like if I bring it like 10 feet away, will it be? I feel like that's close enough. That's gonna get back. But like let's say you get a house with a long driveway. And not even a long driveway. You have a house, you fucking pick a bug up that's on your porch, take it across the street to your neighbor's porch. Equal driveways, equal lengths. It's like nothing crazy. Like, what the? I wonder what the fuck it's gonna be thinking. Like, will it be able to get back home? And granted, I would have known a lot of this if I researched or under how like well, because it fucking sight wise, a lot of bugs can see really fucking well. Like their eyes are designed to see really good. Well, my animals can, so they can fucking use sight. Because I like to see. I wonder if that's how they do, or if that were like if it has a decent vantage point, could it look across and be like, "Yo, that's my," or if it's an ant, like that's my hill, that's where I need to be, and like obviously it's gonna take a bit for it to trek across there, back. But I wonder, yeah, no, how like what's the smallest distance you'd be able to fucking? What's the smallest distance you'd be able to move a bug where it's like, okay, I'm completely fucking lost. Which kind of leads me back to the cat thing. I was gonna use that analogy on different animals, but like a lot of animals they fucking travel. Even if they have their turfs are expansive. That's why like shit like SeaWorld and shit is false. Because like a whale, all it has is territory. Its fucking territory stretches like tens of fucking miles. Ooh, premium fucking spot. I hope no one comes fuck with me where I'm recording. Premium spot right at the front. They already know. That could was coming. No, they didn't. They didn't care. I mean, they probably assumed I would actually show up for my job. But yeah, shows like that. I don't know. It kind of interests me. It's like, how much context do animals actually know? Because a lot of them are smarter than you think. Like fucking crows. I don't know if you've really looked into how smart they already are, but it's kind of scary. Like, they'll do shit like they'll pick up fucking like a nut or something that they can't break because they have beaks. Drop that into a road where a car's coming, get that run over, and then use that to like get their food. And they'll do different shit like that. There are certain birds that like want to flush out their prey, so they'll grab fucking burning brush, fly over to where they need to be, drop it into or like near the horse to flush out their prey so they can chase it. That's actually partially why some of the Australian forest fires spread, or wildfires. Yeah, I guess wildfires, they don't have forest. They probably have some forest, but not a whole lot. And that's not the point. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, now that just leads me back to the fucking color thing. It's like, will a cat look at a cat and be like, yes, you are a house cat? Or like, I wonder if they can, like a complete fucking stray can look at fucking, and like the thing, yeah, like a stray, because a stray look at a house cat versus an outside cat. I'm like, yes, I've seen you around, but I also know. She's like, there's some cats that come around my house. So like, they're strays. I'll usually chase them off because some of them like to fight with my cats. I'll chase them off, and they'll go away. But I wonder if like they'd be like, okay, I wonder if they know, like have, because they've seen me, the cats have seen me come out the door. So I wonder if they like they know, like, do they assume this is my turf, and the cats, and they've seen me interact with my cats as well. Do they assume this is? Do they know this is my turf, and that they're like with me, like they're part of my, like, I guess, pack or whatever animals would consider it. I wonder if they make that association, or do they just think, ah, shit, human, let's run. This is typically where humans, because I know that can be like, okay, this, they associate certain, they probably, and different animals, they can typically tell, like a building, they'd be like, yes, they'll like work around things just to avoid humans. And I was like, it's really interesting. Which, if I researched it more, I'd probably know. Why can't I try to do certain things? Like, do fucking, when I looked up like the shades to recognize colors, a lot of the shit I was getting was like, I guess it was misinterpreting, because it's kind of hard to word it in a way that makes sense to, like, I guess, fucking Google, and most of it was just like, yes, he was talking about just like putting colors on streets, and like, no, that's not what I want. I need to know. Well, if a fucking street cat knows that a house cat is out of its steps, like, that's what I fucking need to know. Yeah, it's like, it's so fucking interesting to see. And then like sometimes if I have my dog will bolt after the fucking, well, not bolt after because he's on a whole fucking leash, but I'll let him like scare the other cats off. Do they like, even though my dog doesn't like my cats, they kind of, until you like, they fucking, well, typically, which my roommate's cat will just walk up to him. Yeah, which I don't know, you probably can't see that. You definitely can't see that. Like one of them old type classic like hippie bus or hippie vans. It's fucking, what's it here? I don't know. But it's like, oh, like if they see the dog, even though my dog and my cat don't get along, if they've seen my dog come out of the house with me. They've seen me around my cats. So do they associate my cats with my dogs? I've pet both of them. So does the scent from me, like, that's the thing. A scent is probably another way they would be able to tell if the cat is claimed by a human. They can. I mean, they can most definitely tell the fucking a human smell versus an animal smell. So do they smell me? And when, because they'll still fight and shit when they don't see me. So I guess, I mean, they still do shit like that. And it's, I guess, if you're in a fucking prison, they'll fight when the guards are away. Peace off. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. Go away. Piss off. Shoo. Shoo. Bitch. Bitch. I'm extremely nice to my coworkers, which is letting me know I need to hurry up and wrap this up. Like, do they? Yeah, they can definitely smell the difference. So can they smell not only my scent on my cats, but like my dog? Because if I pet my dog and then pet my cat, do they smell that on my cats? Is that a deterrent? I mean, obviously they'll still like beef and shit, but like, does that make them give pause? Like, oh shit, I smell fucking dog on them. Do we need to worry? And it's like, let's say you had a pair where the animals are fucking friends. Like, and if you see the cat and the dog together, like vibing at one point, and they then look, or if they see the cat on its own, will they assume that it's going to call back up from the dog? Because I guess if it had other cats, they'll probably be aware of like other cats that might be coming around. But will it assume shit from different species? Or like a fucking, I mean, it does, there's a whole like different depths it can go into. But anyway, I have been rambling on too long. I actually need to get into work and do my job. And I'm not going to do it. It's actually a good time. But anyway, I guess thanks for listening to me ramble. This was just on my mind. And it led, down a mental rabbit hole, not a fucking online one. I wasn't Googling shit because Google wouldn't tell me what. I feel like there needs to be a Google that needs to understand the absurd questions people have, which I guess the normal Google can do, but the normal Google, for some of them, are like, yeah, no. Which actually, ooh, So I might have just gotten an idea for an episode of Eclipse at Night that can completely be like this. Because, I mean, I guess there was different ways to do this. So I guess I'll see if the setup works. And if so, I'm going to look at, like, the documentary ask one, and that'll be a special, probably. But I do have an idea for a fucking purely just, like, podcast version of that you can, and that will, should come out. I mean, I might record it tonight. If I do record it tonight, it won't. Ooh, does it? I don't want to drop too many videos in 1 week. It's set a precedent. So if I do record it, it probably drop next week. Which it is already fucking Friday. Is it Friday? Yes, it's Friday. It's Friday. So yeah, probably drop next week. If I even record it. But I do have an idea for, I guess, a ramble like what I did today. But for that style, until I figure out what to do about like whole documentary stuff, which kind of contradicts some of the stuff I said earlier, but that is actually a really interesting topic that leads me down my normal-esque rabbit holes. But anyway, yeah, thanks for listening to me ramble about fucking animal turf wars and shit. And yeah, I guess look out for fucking Eclipse at Night. That being said, yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all that shit. And we are out.